You're live.
Hello, and welcome to another West March Guys live stream. I'm your host, AJ, the DM. It got my lovely cast and crew with me, looking to finish off Chanticleer as he's a travel rooster. But first, we are sponsored by uh, McCarthy Farms and anything that gets thrown up on screen, which is probably nothing. So we are losing sponsors fast, and we're probably gonna have to stop soon. But anyways,
Bad day.
so last we left off, our crew were trying to enjoy their victory against Chanticleer. However, old Shanty boy had a not so obvious plan to try and smash and grab to get his precious ship back. He crashed in with a heavily armored ship trailer called the Leviathan, and through a bunch of chaotic action or chaotic combat, Nocton eventually found his way onto the ship, falling right into my trap or Chanticleer's trap, where he activated his sort of cleaving or just like a lens slicing mechanism, and he lost his hand. However, he drove the ship down, basically delivering it right to Chanticleer. And after a series of unfortunate events, he went down. Chanticleer got into his car and started to drive away. And we pick up right as you guys are in the heat of battle. However, we do have a newcomer here, so we're gonna start with him, and we're gonna give him, let's call it one whole turn. We'll give you 2 turns, because it'll take 2 turns probably to get down there anyway. So, Magmore, the last thing you remember was it was a fucking grand old time. Heavy Neck basically challenged you to a drink off and said that he could drink clear alcohol faster than you could drink dark alcohol.
Great.
So that you remember beating him and then belly bumping him onto the ground, where then he threatened to kill you, but then was put the dagger away and started singing along and was completely a different person within 2 seconds. However, within your deep slumber, you feel a jarring crash as your head, this fills the hangar around you, but your head moves off of the steel of the fuel tank that it's on, and then thunks right against it, and you are now awake. You watch Heavy Neck and Talon both in unison roll off of the table and onto the ground, breaking the not being able to break their falls and being sort of jarred awake.
Guys, what the hell was that?
What the fuck is? Hey!
My head.
I'll say one of these guys comes over to you, Magmore, goes, "Hey, fuckwit!" And then he's just gonna take his hand and slap you over the face. You take 1 point of
killing
damage.
that guy.
How many?
You take 1 point of damage. He goes,
Okay.
"Get your fucking shit together! Chanticleer hit us, and we need to fucking get him!
I just woke up. What are you talking about?
Get your fucking act! Grab your hammer and get down there! Come on!"
We gotta go. Talon, let's go.
What the fuck? Dude, tell that guy to fuck off. There's no way this is a thing. And Talon's already going, "Oh my god, guys, holy shit. And Talon's gonna take off to go help all of these guys, who look like they're trying to break their way into the cockpit of the Leviathan. So Talon runs off. Heavy Neck looks at you. Magma goes, "Oh shit. That's not supposed to be there, is it?"
No, we should probably go help. Why did we drink so much?
Why did you make me drink so much? And he's gonna take out his actually I'll probably need this. And he pulls out his rifle and goes, all right. And he's gonna run over here, 30 feet of his movement, and say, fuck it, seeing it clear down there. And he's just gonna look at you, Magma, and go, fuck you. And he is going to try to acrobatically fall.
Great. I can't do that.
Magma just kind of like runs over the edge.
I just belly flop off.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if he can do it. Yes, above a 10. All right.
What floor are we on? I don't. Oh, it goes down too. Holy fuck.
Goes
Never mind.
down. It's up and
All right.
down. All right. So Heavy Neck is, as he's falling, takes his hook and latches it onto this ledge. And as he descends, it basically unravels him all the way to he's not gonna fall. He's gonna sit there floating, like kind of hanging about 15 feet in between in between levels on his chain, and he's got his fucking rifle and he goes, Finn, who am I shooting at?
Finn just points.
Heavy
You've
Neck's-
mastered it.
Heavy Neck's gonna take one shot at the car. As this is gonna be his whole turn, and then we're gonna begin from Sheila. Right. The Remy. He does not get sneak attack, unfortunately, because he's not hidden, so it's just 17. So I don't think that goes through. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, that's unfortunately not even gonna make it. Cheating! Shoots past the armor and goes, fuck, that bitch is thick. Magmore, what are you doing?
Can I try and go down there the same way he did?
You're gonna use his chain.
Can I use my hammer instead?
And just hang there.
Like, yeah, and swing off of it and land.
I will, for your creativity, I will give you a D4 inspiration.
Okay.
But please roll me an acrobatics check, and you're in plate armor, right?
I would have
Sleep in your armor.
Say it again.
Did you sleep in your armor, sir?
Probably. I always do.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I drunkenly laid.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you the full plate, but you're gonna have to make this acrobatics check at disadvantage because you are not like. Imagine trying to control that. Shit.
God damn it.
Um,
So
Okay.
how am I falling?
well, you're
Well, hold on.
the D4.
Yeah. Come on.
You're not gonna be able to make it.
10?
No.
That's okay. It was a long shot.
Wow.
Oh.
The floor said "fuck you," and you take
I
20
fell off.
points.
I fell on my head,
Just clunk.
right on my face. So,
Bagwell, now's not the time to suck.
you did it. I thought I could too. Sorry.
You think
I'm
you
not as
could
nimble
be
as
me?
you.
That's rich.
Whatever. Let's
Alright.
do this.
Sheila.
I am gonna just try to get an attack at Chanticleer's vehicle and get it totally fucked.
All right. So,
Oh, I also don't have control of my character.
all right, hold on.
Sorry.
Give you a nameplate, but not.
Sweet. Thank you.
Sheila, movement, action. What are you doing? You said you're attacking. Are you doing blade
Yeah.
beam?
I'll move up a little bit and then attack.
Okay.
So then, boom. Does a 32 hit with a natural 20?
32 hit. Ooh.
You're about to slice this thing in half, bro.
Uh-oh. it's the vehicle's fine. That doesn't even get to the damage threshold.
Isn't it doubled?
Oh, it's doubled. That's right. So it's
38.
8.
No, so then boom, there it is. Because of my brutal critical. So that's what 37 on damage for
Yeah,
his vehicle.
I just doubled the 19. So is your blade beam 2d6? I thought it was 2d10. I'll take the 2d6.
Right.
Don't get
Oh
me
no,
wrong.
you're right. I hit the wrong damage. Sorry.
Is all of this doubled?
That
No,
was only
this-
12 anyway. So
12, so the 12 is doubled. All right.
Then 18 and 12, so 62 damage for 12.
No. We're negating the first 2 attacks that he made.
Oh,
yeah,
Okay, so
for the
the
blade beam.
all right. Is it 2 beams? Sorry.
No,
No,
it's just
one
one
beam.
that
One
takes.
beam,
Yeah,
2 damage. Yeah, I got you. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Bad guys, they're all dead. Etrin.
all right. If I move up to here, which is about 30 feet, can I see Chanticleer?
You do not have line of sight now.
Damn. I really want to kill him.
He's in the vehicle with a full cover, and there's a whole engine behind him.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the glass thing.
Can I
No.
roast him alive?
Is there anybody else alive besides him that we need to kill?
Not that you can see currently.
Okay.
Chanticleer is.
I
the
don't know
only-
if I liked that phrasing.
How's everybody looking around me? Are my allies looking healthy, or
I
Right.
am not.
are you on this floor?
Yes.
I'm half. Less than half.
I basically got knocked, then healed, and then run over.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm gonna. Oh
Yeah,
man.
good memory, folks.
All right, I'm gonna do my last 5th level slot. So hopefully they don't get out of that wall of stone to do mass cure wounds.
Okay.
Sorry.
What in?
Hey, Magmore, what are you doing?
So everybody gets 17 back.
What do you mean?
Got excited.
everyone does.
Everyone that's around me within shit. A 30 foot range around me. So everybody basically gets
Oh, actually, thank you for that love, baby.
Yes, thank
Sheila,
you.
Sheila gives you a wink.
one does what one can. I'm feeling pretty invincible, so that felt like a waste, but we'll see.
All right, is that it?
Then I'm gonna misty step back here. I'm gonna use my free cast, and then that's it. Or no, I can't do that because I use a spell. Never mind. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is Phantasma's turn. Okay. So shit, maybe. No, yeah, she's gonna do this. So she holds out her hands and starts to do a few incantations that Etrian you recognize. And she is going to finish with pulling her hands through like an invisible cord. And as she does that, you hear a crack as little storm clouds start to just sort of appear, drift 20 feet above everybody. She's going to call lightning. She's going to cast it at 4th level. So the ship is gonna have to make a dex save. So and cosplayer is gonna have to make a hit disadvantage because he's like basically strapped in. And then he'll use his he's got Flash of Genius to add +4 to that, so he's gonna succeed on his, so it'll be 22 to the vehicle, and then 11 to him. Oh, sorry, hold on. Minus. And she's sparking and arcing lightning energy and all like off onto the ground around her with these like glowing white, like sparking eyes.
It's
Not
spinning around.
What's up? Nocton, you're up.
Is the green one Chanticleer or is the gray one Chanticleer?
Gray one is. The green one was the other guys when they smashed in. They tried to use it as a vehicle. Ended up trying to like break the
Got it.
Leviathan out, and then just they made a lot of poor choices.
Yeah, they came here.
Yeah, they came here to die. Look at the body count on the right.
Okay. I mean, I've got I think one. I don't actually. I didn't track my spells great last session, so I'm gonna assume I don't have any left, and I'm just gonna shoot at the weakest point I can possibly see.
Okay, go for it. Roll attack.
23 and 24.
Yes and yes.
Yeah, I got some magic cocaine you
So-
can have if you want.
Yeah.
That'd be 15 and 13. We'll
So neither even go through.
throw an arcane jolt in there. Sorry, just gonna pull it up. Wait, arcane jolt is 2d6 plus another 4, so it'd be 32 damage.
So the first shot wouldn't have gone through, and then the second shot would not have gone through. Correct, because they're individuals. You got to beat a 20 to get even through the hole. So unfortunately, ding, twing, it bounces off.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's his turn.
AJ, I think Finn, when he re-added his character, dropped himself out of the initiative order.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know where you can put him wherever.
Shit. God damn it, Finn.
I know.
Mother...
I was like,
It's all right. I think he was. He's after Etrian, so we'll give him like a 15. So just what does he do?
he's just going to fly forward.
Okay.
God, what is his fly speed? Hi.
I think it's 30 feet.
Okay, that would make sense. So yeah, so. So he's gonna just dash 60 feet, try and get closer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm gonna make him slightly smaller because he's fucking massive.
He's closer to the camera.
Yeah, right. There we go. That's okay. That's it. That's his turn.
Okay. So now it's Chanticleer's turn. So as he continues to drive forward, you're gonna see his little dome that encapsulates him is going to open up in the front of it, and he is going to use a 4th level Dispel Magic on your rock wall.
Dispel. It's 5th level.
I know. So he has a +10.
Oh God.
He just barely makes it.
Come on.
Watch him basically throw out just like this cluster bomb that then explodes, that then covers in a nice mesh on the entire stone wall. You're gonna watch it just kind of vibrate, and then it's gonna dispel and then turn into dust.
I'm flipping him off the whole time.
And he is going to use the rest of his movement to, as he turns around,
I yell out, "Coward!"
he just like gives you guys the nice middle finger, and he is effectively gone.
You're lucky.
Now, that basically brings us to the end of combat.
Basically or actually?
Well, actually, because I mean, he's just gonna hammer down because he's already booking it to what he was gonna his escape plan. So now that combat's over, you're gonna hear Angie go, "Fucking pussy!"
Wow, what a
Ah,
bitch!
oh
Is there a bunch
god,
of water like pouring in right now?
yeah, oh
I'm
god.
gonna do control water and just hold it closed.
Say what?
I'm gonna use control water to hold it all out.
Okay. Shit. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Well, you've got about
Can you not just make a wall again?
no, not until I take a nap, or not until tomorrow.
Motherfucker.
I knew healing was a bad idea.
All right,
So I
we're
never
just.
do it.
She looks around and goes, "All right, fuck this bay. We can seal it. Just grab anything that looks important. Just shut everything off that's on, and we're gonna
10 minutes, everybody.
let's go. Come on.
Actually, can you just like remove the rock pillars that are currently crushing the big ship?
No, they just kind of there until
They
they're
just
not.
exist,
Wait,
okay.
on.
They exist forever, I think.
Bones of
I
the-
assumed. I just wanted to check.
Yeah, they just last. It doesn't say anything about when they wear out.
They're a permanent structure.
Oh, I can't use
There's also water coming through that too.
I can do this one more time if we evacuate here, then upstairs. But
Yeah,
we gotta
look,
hurry.
I can go upstairs to just. There's a way I can seal everything off. Just. Hey, Flyboy, can you help me up?
Just picks her up and like
All right,
you're
It's
awfully
pro-
quiet
it-
today.
It's
And I
probably
see
at this point that some of you might notice that I'm missing a hand. Maybe not, but I notice.
Entry and offer to help,
I
and you were not
noticed.
interested. Yeah.
I'm still drunk, so I don't know this yet. And I'm in the back.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
Well-
gonna say like I am a little bit less useful than normal, I would say.
Not as handy as you once were.
That is
Yeah.
a more entertaining way of saying it. Yes.
Are you okay for now? Do you want a
I-
hand back? You said no, right? So
I can regenerate that bitch right now if you want.
We'll wait until we sort this out. The hand is not a pressing matter.
Okay.
yeah, you got two, right? So
Well, technically one.
Right.
well, I mean, yeah, redundancy.
Angie, should we recover the cruiser, the large ship in the bay, before it gets swamped? The big red one.
The big red one. Oh yeah, it's not crashed. So yeah. Angie will say, yeah, Nocturne, that's all you. I need to start grabbing stuff. Phantasma, can you help me move some things, please, before it all gets no, Angie's already with Finn, and like when she left, she was just like, you guys got 3 minutes before this thing gets sealed.
Okay. I'm just gonna say everyone in the cruiser, and we're gonna try and take the cruiser out and get it to the other bay.
Okay. Oh my god. You're gonna have to like position
Oh yeah.
up. Okay. All right,
Well,
that's
no, there's a
fine.
hole in the wall now. Can't we just go out through one of the other windows?
Yeah, they were trying to take it out that big hole, so you should be good.
You can wait, where are you gonna take it?
Can't I just take it out the hole that he left through and then back into one of the other bays through the other
Those are all
windows?
sealed. Everything's sealed. So if you leave, the only way back into she would have to she'd have to drop all the blast doors, which she could do, but she's
Right, but how do they get the ships in and out normally?
when the blast doors aren't down. The blast doors are currently up on all the bays.
So
When
it's
this
keeping
whole
it dry.
when this happened, she
Right.
She activated it, so all of the ways that you could then get another vehicle in are blocked off.
Okay, I will modify what I'm doing then, and I'm going to make sure that it is sealed so that it does not get damaged when it's underwater. It's designed to travel underwater, so I think it's usually fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I will just go back to the next level.
Okay. Who is getting in the vehicle with him?
I will.
Yeah, I would if I'm down there, folk, concentrating. We probably don't have long left.
Sure.
It's a party. Well,
Damn it. Heavy Neck tried to spit on you, Magmore. He missed.
What?
He tried to Hakaluni. He was
Hold
like,
on.
he's like,
can
oh,
I do I see it?
roll a perception check. Yeah, I mean, like,
What do I have to roll to spit back?
I mean, you have to roll. I mean, for him it was dexterity because he's high and he's using gravity. Yours is, I guess, strength.
Or constitution.
Yeah, or con. I'll let you use either to just try and spit back.
So literally hurl a loogie out of your
Oh my
lungs. with-
god!
Headshot, baby!
He just like spits into his hand and throws it.
Right between the eyes.
So he's gonna uncanny dodge, and then like you're gonna hit him. It's just gonna hit him right where it was like he's like, you motherfucker, that was gonna go right through my mouth.
You started it.
You better run, bitch.
I'm getting right on the ship.
He just gets fine, fuck you. And then he puts the rifle on his back, and you see him just like huffing and climbing his way back up to the second floor. You guys are all able to run into the ship. The Baroness funnels in there with you. You guys, Nocturne, just roll me a vehicle handling check.
It's
You can,
intelligence plus
hit it.
5, so 27.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can very graciously just your guys are out and into the water.
Nothing. You think we can catch him?
Oh, imagine.
I do not believe that would be wise at this moment in time.
You guys get out of the bay, and it's, I mean, there's no sign of him.
That's fair.
I can prepare locate person tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. I can scry on him too.
As you guys look around as well, you will also notice that there are more lights on outside than usual. And it looks like there is like this black ichor that is floating from some of the dwellings. And if you guys look upon further inspection, it looks like there's been some damage to like the surrounding dwellings of the town.
Like a lot of damage.
Roll a perception check.
Like if I see black ichor, I'm curious. What the hell is that?
32.
I would say that through that whole fight, they would be able to get 80% of the town. Looks like it was hit in some way. Either stuff has been damaged, or maybe like it looks like they were stealing shit and looting.
Oh, this was from his crew.
Yeah, so you guys are just now realizing that Chanticleer came bursting in and was stealing the ship, also while some other fucking looting and gangster nonsense was happening to the surrounding town in Tika.
Gotcha.
Say we round everybody up and go
Hunting.
hunt his whole people down.
I believe you may have a good idea. There are likely some people in distress.
Yeah, should we see if like their people need help?
Let's help people first.
Yeah, I think we would take the freighter around and sort of collect people if we could.
Oh
Alright.
yeah. Look at us being helpful.
You guys have like
Feels weird.
tools to repair
Right?
stuff in this trailer. If you as you guys pull up to some of those places, it looks like a lot of the generators were stolen. Some of the the alternators as well were also like either damaged or stolen. Like, and it looks like a lot of the property, like physical damage, was done to the actual front side of the dwellings, and some of them looks like it actually deactivated the shield, so their entire dwelling was flooded.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it looks like they like and you can actually, I'll say with as you guys can canvas the area, you can see where he basically just drove this thing straight through the fucking town, just like a pinball. It looks like you can see the trail of him just like just crashing into everything until he plowed right into your guys into the crankshaft.
What a
So how are you guys helping? There are plenty of people that need it.
I mean, I
Uh,
think we would
I will
collect-
be removing debris off of people.
yeah, we should probably just gather as many as we can to just get everyone in the same place and then try and figure a plan from there.
Okay.
I don't think I would be worried about fixing too much right now. More just making sure people are safe.
All right. So as you guys hear all the blast doors become deactivated and the bottom sealed up underneath
Everybody's hurt.
of
Stabilize.
the crankshaft, you guys can make your way over the course of, I would say, probably a couple hours. You can go from like upper ridge to low mid and then lower ridge, going through and helping the people that look like they're there are some people that are trying to fix what they have. Some people are just looking at the mess that was created with like just absolute devastation.
Is it like a trauma, like
Shell shock.
like anywhere where there's like wounded? Are they gathered up anywhere yet?
I would say that the people that were wounded it looks like most of it was minor. This was done like in the middle of the night and it was by surprise. So not very many people were out and about,
Okay.
like being able to like get in the way. So you do see some people who look like they're like I have already thrown on like a makeshift sling. There's cuts and like there's some bandages over heads.
So I
but-
find the worst of them and start casting healing spirit near them. So for 1 minute, every round is a bonus action. I can use it to heal 3d or 2d6. So
Does that
that's
produce
10
light?
rounds, huh?
Does that produce light?
If it does, don't do it.
Literally, I got yelled at last time.
You're
Big
outside, you're out in
Well, no,
the-
I was really paranoid about that before, so I would have them in like try to
Okay.
gather. So they're
I mean,
all
you could do it
affected.
inside of the freighter, like if they
Yeah.
need it. Like we
in
have
a
come inside.
freighter in a building.
or in a building or in a freighter. Just wanted to make sure that you were being specific and not casting this outside, because I know that healing spirit, there's like a little visual and light effect.
Well, it just says it looks like a transparent beast or fey.
Oh, it's transparent. There's no
Yeah, it
light.
doesn't say this one doesn't say anything about light.
Okay, so then you're good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll just be healing at the worst of people up.
I am so gimped in the ocean.
Thank you. Thank you. You are much nicer than the surface dwellers. And I can't thank you enough for healing me
The
and
surface dwellers?
We're not also bad.
we grow up being told that they're terrible.
Oh,
So-
okay. I was thinking something else. No, I mean some of them are, but no worse than some worse than Chanticleer, some better than Chanticleer.
Nothing can be worse than Santa Clara.
I hear here.
Yeah, he's pretty shitty. He talks in the third person. Who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go help my friend. Can you help me lift this? And you can help him pick up this large piece of equipment, as they're breaking off the remnants of the last one, and they're getting a little replacement alternator that's like half the fucking size.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna polymorph myself into a giant octopus and just go around helping people lift stuff and move stuff around, clearing debris.
Nice.
So you guys are able to effectively clean up, I'd say probably half of the town by yourselves. The rest of the half was done by like the Riptide Riding Crew Club, who's finally come out and is able to start like assessing the damages.
And
Yeah.
Shuin's moving nonstop the entire time. Just
People are overtly thankful, and more than half of them, when you leave there, like after you've helped them and move on to the next, there's some comment of, "You're gonna fuck them up, right?"
yeah, we're gonna gather our shit together and
I think some sleep may be in order first.
yes,
That would be crucial for all of us.
we got to figure out his hand situation. I gotta take a nap. It's gonna be a rough day.
All right. Well, thank you anyways. You guys can reconvene back at the crankshaft. Angie is in a very, very depressed mood. Phantasma is just consoling her by just letting her drink it out. Just like Phantasma's sitting there with a full glass, and then like Angie's just like slumped over one of her tables, and she's just like, "We were so close." We were... like as she slams it on the table, the drink spills, and then Phantasma just like puts down the other one, like it right in its place, and then picks up the other one, and then like the robot will come and replace it, like the one that she's supposed to be holding. So she just has like looks down at you guys like,
Do you know where he lives?
Yeah, hypothetically speaking, where would he go?
well, that bastard was from a Tully. Or hold on, where was it? Was it Tully?
You get me the general vicinity. We can try and locate him.
Tully or Nodo. It doesn't. But he got guys from both, so I think it's got to be a Tully. But his crew's gone. I mean, it should be just. I mean, half of them, the rest of them are dead.
We have ways to find him.
I have a half a mind to let someone else take care of him for us, in the sense that we use the local environment to our advantage.
Yeah,
Light
what
up
if
the town?
How do
yeah,
you
what if
think?
we found out where he was hiding and just lit it up?
Yeah, why is everybody afraid of lights down here? Have we ever asked that? Is
The
it 'cause of
giant, the giant Leviathan thing.
Were you not there for the fucking Leviathan?
You don't
Oh,
see
I didn't know how far down it dove. I thought that was a fun thing you guys did.
Do you really want to try and test it?
Yeah, kind of.
On Chanticleer,
No.
possibly.
Yeah, on
Specifically
Chanticleer.
on
We go to where
Chanticleer,
he's hanging
yes.
out. Just light it all up.
That I believe would be a cool idea.
right?
We have the power to do this.
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, how about this? We go take a rest, and we wake up, and we figure out what to do. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
I think at that point I go throw up in the bathroom and pass out.
That's right.
I'm gonna go over to Angie and say, would any of your constructs happen to have any spares laying around?
As you walk over, Angie just kind of through her tears goes, "Hey, like, do you need a hand?" And she like wipes the tears from her eyes. She goes, "I was just kidding, but seriously." What were you saying?
I could use one, yes. That would be useful.
I don't just have them lying around. But I could
But
make...
you have these constructs. They must have spares.
Oh, you just want... There's no... How would you interface with it?
This is simply temporary.
Oh, you just want like a claw?
Frankenstein himself.
Yes. I will construct my own
Here, how about this? If you're gonna just strap...
upgrade in the future.
Here, have a tri gripper. And she gives you this little like looking forearm device that comes out with like 3 prongs that can grab things. but like they also stay out with like so that you can like use them to move stuff around as well.
This will do nicely.
Have fun, go nuts. I hope it works.
I'm going to sleep first.
Okay. We were so close, buddy.
Indeed.
I can't believe that. Well, at least we got his jetliner, or you got this giant big ass fucking thing now.
Yeah, you
Had
got a
I
free tip
been
out of it.
slightly more rested, I may not have lost my hand. However, this is simply an opportunity for an upgrade.
That's
Nocton,
the spirit.
your positivity is just engrossing.
I believe it is pragmatism, but I will take your compliment.
Well, you're turning water into wine, or you're making sheep out of molehills, or I don't know, man. I don't know what to try to say. You can tell she's like starting to get drunk, and like her eyes aren't looking at you. Fantastia's like, I'm going to take her to bed now. Good night, Nocton. So all of you can bed down for the evening, or for the rest of the evening.
Long rest?
Long rest, baby.
Oh my god!
We made it.
So
Is that
before,
is that a record? Is that a record?
I think this is a record. So
Was it 4 sessions or something?
before bed, Finn, just because you were here being played by our lovely other DM, I asked Finn what he would be doing, and he said he was going to check up on one Julia, the merchant, just in case. And
Here we go.
Finn, when you happen upon her body, and I'm calling it her body,
You're so mean.
because you can quickly find out that she died in her sleep.
Was she
Her
like
lips.
stabbed by one of these fucks, or?
Nope. You inspect the body. There is no wounds at all. She basically died like she was in like a frat party. So like her head is cocked to the side. She's still got like her little like brass cup in her hand.
What kind of frat parties have you been to?
Apparently, really bad ones.
People passed out everywhere? Well, not dead.
I was gonna say, dead, passed out everywhere. Come on,
Died
man.
like you're in a frat party. I'm like,
Sorry. She was laying like she fell asleep at a frat party. Her skin is milky white. Her lips are black, and her like eyelids and fingernails are black.
It looks like she basically threw up and choked on it.
No, not no. There doesn't look like there is like. I mean, you
Oh, she
tilt your
looks
mouth
poisoned.
through your inspection. Yeah, you can ascertain that it looks like it's probably a poison.
Oh my god.
Are any of us there with him?
Yeah, if you want to follow Finn to bed.
Oh no! All right, I thought we went to a different house.
Where was she? Where was she? Was she in this this building,
She's
or was
over here in number 5.
she was in this building? Okay.
Yeah, she's on the second floor, but in Bay 5.
Okay. Bay 5. I think Finn, upon realizing that, or at least suspecting it might have been poisoning, would probably go like at this point. There's nothing he can do for her, so probably like close the eyes and be like, and then go to see Angie and ask Angie if there's any like surveillance videos of people moving in and out of this building.
She no, but that would be a good idea.
Yeah, just a thought for the future. And he'd
Will you
explain what happened to her and say,
wait? Someone poisoned her.
he'd like would walk
Why
her
would
back to the
somebody
body if she
poison?
needs to. Huh?
Why would somebody poison her?
Because she was trying to help me.
Help you do what?
I don't know. I keep going into the city trying to figure out my shit, and this is me not playing Aaron at all very well. But anyway, this is my take on Finn. I keep going into the city trying to figure out my shit, and I keep getting a runaround, and people keep ending up sick. She kept getting harassed because she was trying to help me. So
And now she's dead.
now she's
So
dead. I mean, putting point A and B
you gotta
together,
just not ask those questions anymore.
or ask
seems-
them more.
seems
I
like
mean,
you're
obviously, I don't
off.
want to get other people killed, but like, the fuck is up? I don't even live here.
Well, aren't you from here?
Technically, but I'm not from here. I don't remember this place.
Yeah, but you're like super old. Remember we checked that out? So like,
But like, why does that keep leading to people dying? Like,
I don't know, man.
that's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this fucking out before I leave.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna pass that out.
Okay. All he really cared about was whether or not she had surveillance cameras.
She did not. No, there's no. I did put a bug in her ear, so she's gonna start thinking about it when she comes back.
And then he'll probably go over to Etrian and be like, "Hey, have you got that spell that like brings people back? If you could like think about that for tomorrow."
Let me see.
Oh, did you have one too, Magmar? I don't remember.
I actually have it prepared.
Do you? Do you have it right now?
I do. Yeah. I have to have. I can't use it though. I have to have at least a diamond worth 1,000 gold.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
We definitely don't have a fucking diamond that's worth that. Right, Sheila? Did you check the fatty pack?
No diamond.
Yeah.
Girl, it'd be on my finger if we had it.
No!
I can reincarnate, but she wouldn't necessarily come back as a CL.
It might
she
be
have-
beneficial considering
As long as she can speak to us and have her own memories.
It would so-
her, right?
I would also need not a diamond. I would need 1,000 gold worth of rare oils and unguents.
Yeah, we don't have that either.
We don't have that either.
We can't get that down here.
We're probably gonna have to go inside that stupid bubble thing that they talk about.
Yeah.
So we could just kind of keep her on ice and figure that out. We can just restore.
We're
reincarnate.
on ice.
Get outside.
Can't anyone do that? Isn't there a spell for that?
I'm a fire guy.
Yeah, he just lights things on fire.
Yeah.
I shoot or stab them.
I super stab them. It's Max.
I've heard of something like that, but I can't do it.
Spare the dying. Yeah, I can't do either.
I mean, how long has she been dead? It seems like she's been dead for a long time.
I mean, I talked to her.
Oh, a long time? Okay.
Talked to her
Well,
not.
actually, not a long time. So she was awake.
Yeah, she was partying with us,
Oh,
wasn't
no,
she?
I can do this for people that are no longer more than a century dead, so I'm fine.
Oh.
Yeah, you're. Yeah, because this would have been hours. So.
Oh
she's
yeah, no.
So she's still milky white, but her body has not like started to stiffen at all or anything like that.
All right, so we're good then.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, well,
We
he'll
got
go
time.
put her on ice, put her in the walk-in, and then go to bed.
You
Okay.
just show up with a dead body back at the base. The fuck?
Don't ask questions.
Finn just got into some weird stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys can bed down, wake up
All
to
right.
a new, refreshed day. What are you doing? How are we fucking killing that guy?
The first order of business, I am now able to create a number of more magical items, and I am at my limit as to what I can physically use.
Okay. You saying you need me to offload a weapon?
No, I'm saying that I have an option of something that I can decide to be able to create. And I am asking the party what would be useful to the party.
Some kind of weapon, bro. Powerful.
What
Well,
all
I
can you
cannot
do?
wield it. So like
What kind of
gauntlets of ogre power, cloak of
Oh, you're asking like
protection.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, you got like something that can like maybe make me harder to hit.
The
Alright,
cloak,
what are you
cloak of
talking about?
protection, but I'm pretty sure you're difficult to hit
Shut
already.
Panther armor.
Whatever.
Missed.
Nice, you're just jealous.
No, I'm not. I just want to be harder to hit.
Telepathy helms, spider climbing slippers. Like,
Oh, give me the ability to climb on the walls, please.
Don't give him that.
That's
Fucking, you know what you've done?
Oh, it's game over. Oh, if I get this hook enchanted and then I got these, we could take over the world, guys.
Could you do
I'll
anything
fix
like a invisibility thing? Cloak,
Ooh.
blanket?
not at the
Right.
moment, but perhaps in the future, certainly.
I feel like that would be.
Or would you like to catch arrows out of the air? There's a number of things you guys can consider.
Do you
Hmm.
have like a catalog?
Yeah.
Look up the replicate magic item 10th level table.
10th level. Oh, we
Yeah,
got
I'll
a
take
lot
those
there.
slippers, please.
What was that?
I'll take those slippers, please. Could you make them in the form of like old school like pump up shoot like basketball shoes?
Oh, what about
Probably.
bucks? No. No.
It's either that or make them bunny slippers, but
Oh, honestly?
that's old man heavy. Is they like when he fights with one hand with a coffee cup. With
Yeah. And his cane sword. Or dagger.
That's gonna be the beauty about Goldie. It's become like he could just like use one hand and then just do something lazy with the other hand.
Hell yeah.
But while you guys are discussing, I'm going to be attaching this gripper claw for the time being.
Okay.
Oh, can I get some winged boots?
Flight is a good idea.
Just want to fly around and cast like lightning at people.
But flying would also be good too.
As long as you agree to share, I think that winged boots could be useful to everyone. Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's go with that for now.
So,
I can always change which one I can make, but I can only whatever one I made previously would no longer function once I change it to a different one.
no, that's fair. But we'll see what if anyone can think of anything better. Because we are underwater, so flying might not be that great right now.
Dun, 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 dun. I gotta check to see something.
Oh yeah. I'm also making the boots of the winding bath as well.
What is
The
that?
helm of
Those are cool.
telepathy,
Those
stay
are cool,
with me in animal
you
shape.
can only go places that you've been. It's a
Right,
rewind.
but it's only 15 feet, but it's super useful for flanking. Heavy neck.
I don't need flanking. I get a stay away from heavy neck, and I can get advantage and get my sneak attack.
Fair enough.
Right.
Well, maybe it's useful for Finn, who needs. Oh, he can already teleport. Never mind.
You need for
Free
Sheila,
teleportation is never bad. Yeah, right?
It's only 15 feet, but like,
and only where you've been. That's the like you can't go like forward. It's like oh, I can only just like go like it'd be good to like pop out and then rewind to cover, but I felt like it was so
oh, at some point during the current turn. Oh, I missed that.
yeah. It's just not. It's
Eh,
limited. It's like it is cool in like your head, and then when you read it, it's just like oh, it's got so many limiting factors.
sounds like I'm just gonna have another pet then.
Yeah.
All
Honestly.
right. It's gonna take you a little bit to craft all that, but
Oh yeah, those are for later. I'm just leveling up right now.
okay, cool. So, what's the plan to go get this guy?
I don't know, Captain.
We need that. We need that engine, right?
Yeah, too bad we
Well,
haven't
We
already
do
taken
have a
it out.
bunch of somewhat damaged vessels here, and I was considering if we can find the location of Chanticleer, I can cast Fairy Fire on them and generate some light.
Can we locate Chanticleer right now?
I cast locate person.
Okay. How far does
It's
that
only
reach?
1,000 feet.
Okay.
So they're probably well out of range.
Well out of range. She's miles and miles and miles and miles away.
So if we can get me around where you think he might be, I can start trying to figure out where he is.
Well, it's probably in one of those two towns, right? He'd probably go
Well,
back to
I
his stomping
imagine we could
ground.
probably just go backtrack where he would go. And yeah, I think agree with Finn. It's probably the best course of action.
Anybody have a mirror around?
No.
I think there are some pieces of metal I could polish up quickly if necessary.
Yeah, there's probably chrome all over the place. Why do you need a mirror?
Try and scry.
All right, there you go.
I like the idea of like squeaking a chrome plate. And
Yeah.
There's a large flat surface around. Does like the mirror have to be a quality of some sort?
Oh fuck, that's not gonna work.
Why?
So a focus such as a crystal ball, silver mirror, or font filled with holy water worth 1,000 gold pieces.
That's just scry. Holy shit.
Yeah, you don't have any of those. Have you scribed before?
No.
Okay, so yeah, you're looking down at like your little like cleric go book at the incantation. You're like, oh man, there's a huge material component that I just completely overlooked.
Yeah, wait, I don't have any of those things. This magic thing is for the birds, I'll tell you.
And then you remember that like, oh right, Loratus uses a crystal ball in his place to do it.
Right.
Shit. All right, so we can't see anything.
Heavy
The
Neck, how
fact
much
that-
money do we have?
I don't know. Let me look.
Should we go shopping?
We have 613 platinum, 1,041 gold, and 14 silver.
I mean, this place is pretty fancy. They gotta have like crystal balls and shit
Yeah.
somewhere.
I mean, and if we're going to explore, we might be able to find something on the way. But I
Yeah,
think
you
the
wanna-
trail is getting colder by the second.
Yeah, we should
That's fair.
try and find him as quick as we can so we can him because I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm over all of his bullshit
Yeah.
every day.
I don't want to try and give these people their shit back that was taken.
Plus better shit that we take from them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, so, well, I guess I'll just hop into the. Well, no, actually, you guys can take the big red cruiser, the big red trailer, for like as like the bus to go do your tracking. Angie's gonna sit there and start working on fixing the crankshaft and getting this Leviathan trailer back up and running because Chanticleer did not do a smart thing leaving it with them. So
Can I ask her
yeah.
where, if anywhere, would I locate any of those items, like the mirror or crystal ball down here?
Oh, where is that? Hold on. I don't know of a place, but your best bet is going to probably be in Noto. They're kind of like a more like a super lower income outer town, and they're gonna have all sorts of weird kitschy shit like that. Just look for I don't know, like it's there's like they usually have like stores that have like decoration in the front. Look for that.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys all pile into the big red bus.
Yes. Yeah.
Knock, take us away.
Great. I'm assuming I need to roll for that.
No. You guys are not going, like breaking the sound barrier with this, and it is very like practiced to get it in and out. You guys are basically just kind of road tripping this up. So you guys have like 5, maybe 6 hours in the big red bus before you get to Noto. What does that 5 hours look like while you guys are in the trailer?
I'm definitely going to be rebuilding. What am I on? 14.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
What kind of awful thing are you gonna build this time, Nocton?
I'm going to improvise. We will see when we
Are you
get
gonna
there.
build a giant hand?
I considered it.
That actually?
That might actually be useful. What if you put like a spring on it and then it could like hop around?
I was considering a replacement hand that could basically be controlled telepathically, which would be quite fun.
Sounds like a lot of work though.
Handy dandy.
All right, so
That
you're
will
working.
likely be maybe 16 or 17, not 14.
Okay, so you're working on that. What
Yeah.
else? Sheila, Magmore, Etrian, Finn.
I think Etrian is meditating quietly and contemplating his life choices up to this point.
Sheila
Etrian,
is just recuperating.
Etrian, can you roll me a wisdom save? Man, do you know it's really burning a hole in that fat sack of yours? Just a little bit, just a little bit. With like, you don't have to do like a whole lot, just a little bit, just to like give you that little bit of like rush, to like maybe help you get into the zone. Would be nice. You don't have to. I'm just saying that with that wisdom save, this thought creeps
That's what
into
I'm
your
thinking
mind.
about. I'm gonna save lesser restoration for if it gets real bad and see if that does anything. But for now, I think I'm okay.
With a 15, you're okay. If you
Yeah.
roll below a 10, then you're gonna start having to like see. You might start noticing that you've had detrimental like effects later on.
Main effect.
But right now, you're okay. You're just really thinking about it because like what a rush.
I was so powerful.
Oh my god, the things you could do if you just. I mean, what if you had like an endless supply of that?
I'd be a great smuggler.
Oh my god.
So Etrian's meditating on that. Magmore.
I'm gonna study up on scrying while we're going there.
You're gonna read the backside of your
Just in
side.
case. So yeah, I'm gonna be fully understanding that on the way.
Magmore in his book. I'll say Heavy Neck, after giving Nocton shit for Sheila, is going to just make sure that Moby's dick is loaded and is just gonna like pretend to like do maneuvers and just like roll around and make sure that he can use it properly.
Nice.
You know, this thing's really not that bad. It's got good balance.
It's a pretty cool.
Sheila, what are you doing?
Sheila is just kicked back and recuperating from all the ass kicking and getting ass kicked that happened over the last day.
All right, Finn.
Finn is pacing.
Phantasma's also with you. Sorry.
Huh?
I just said Phantasma's also with you.
Oh, she is? Hell yeah. Okay.
Finn has been starkedly silent, pacing back and forth,
Yeah.
thinking about all the shit that's been going on and somewhat brooding, trying to figure out what the hell to do. Mostly
you
thinking
told-
about
Told any of us about the dead body?
yeah, no, he definitely pointed it out to you guys either that night or the next morning. He informed you of it and was just like, I can't believe she's dead. Like, how did they even get in here? Who did it? Was it an inside god? And you can see, like, this is the stuff he's mumbling to himself, where he's just like, how the fuck? It's just
Well,
Lost it again.
a little bit, yeah. It's kind of like Etrian, you maybe like recognize the finding him in the alley, like back in.
oh yeah, the
He's,
near panic.
yeah, he's not that bad, but you can see like tinges of that as he's just like going conspiracy mode almost.
Go, hey,
Give me
we
some
can
strength.
decide if we want to reincarnate and give her a different body so we can get out of here safely, or just if we get there within 10 days, I can still do that, or just whatever Magmore can do. So we can ask her what happened. She might know. She might point us to the right people.
I hope so, and if nothing else, just she doesn't. It's just I can't believe it. It feels like it was my fault.
Well,
It's not you. You're not responsible for their actions.
I know that. And that's the logic, but I just, yeah.
All right. As the
We'll all help
steady
you figure it
hum
out.
of the trailer as it just kind of glides through the water. Not done. You driving see the giant pillar with the red light on top, as well as the surrounding city, not city but town of Noto. Are you parking close? Far away?
How stealthy are we planning to be?
I don't know. I'm going to stay with the ship wherever we leave it. Just as the watcher, just in case. So I feel like we might want to be stealthy because the probably is people who like don't like us or were like his supporters. So I don't know. My vote is safe and secure and out of the way.
Excellent. I'll like find some outcropping to like
Nice.
sort of park behind. Also, I put 14 in the chat if anyone wants to see him.
Oh God,
I love them.
The Facebook
Terrifying.
chat or this
Yeah.
chat?
Facebook.
How big is that? Like in
Probably like chest height.
okay.
I don't think I would have had time to make anything like particularly huge.
So
So
like
it-
It's so
it's
awesome.
sort of like an ape like
Yeah,
Eight
build.
bull.
it's gonna walk on all fours and like big.
It has claws that it walks with. It has exhaust pipes that stick out the back with tusks,
War turtle.
horned tusks that shoot out the front, and it looks like it has a armored skull that is elongated into the neck with with horns that stick out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. Very cool.
Pretty gnarly looking.
Yeah, so this is 14. It's better than your other ones.
Now that's intimidating in a good way.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah. You should
Trying,
keep with
I'm trying to find the name of the actual artist who drew this, but it's Google is eluding me.
it's only got initials and an
Yeah.
anarchy symbol. So
Yeah.
oh well. Credit to
When
the
I
artist.
find it, we can.
Really good.
Yeah.
So as you guys pull up and find a little nice out of the way spot, you can nestle in, reverse, and then basically just kind of like only see the nose as you're able to get out and swim in the icy cold waters towards Noto. Now, as you guys swim out, are you guys disguising yourself? Phantasma would have suggested yes.
I would
I
put
would-
our racing suits on. 'Cause
Yeah, if you wear your racing suits, it's fully covered, so you look as if
we fit in.
yeah.
Then everyone stay kind of close. And I would
Yeah.
pass without trace.
Okay. Heavy Neck looks at you guys. I'm gonna stay with Phantasma, just in case, because I can drive the ship. She can protect it.
Mhm.
So the rest of you hop out, and in your suits, Sheila, you'll have to wear your reduction collar.
Okay.
So you get 6 foot Sheila, which is the tiny Sheila. You get tiny Sheila, but you guys are able to swim towards Noto, and as you guys make your way through the town, Noto has a reputation for being like the shadiest and the cheapest and the most unruly of all the towns. It does have 2 large factories for hold on, I believe one is Traco. A Traco and a Proto factories that are like basically the pinnacles and the centerpieces of the entire place. They are massive, rectangular, like 6 stories tall factory, like gigafactories to your sizes, that are just kind of embedded in the wall, like side by side. But as you guys start to look around, can somebody roll me a perception check and tell me what they're looking for?
Absolutely.
I'm looking for my stuff for reservoir for scrying.
I'm looking for what looks to be either the nicest or most underground part of towns.
Okay, so there's not a nice part of this town, so
Okay.
underground is where you're going to be going. Sheila, are you doing anything?
Just following the group.
I'm currently looking for basically any sort of surreptitious glances, any symbology to the whatever the other gang's name was. I forget what it was called.
His gang, they were
Yeah.
the Devil's the DMC, the Devil's
The
Marauders.
DMC, yeah. So any of the sort of like color schemes or imagery that they had on any of their ships, I'm sort of looking for that.
All right, so roll try and check. Would you get a
27.
nice? You would notice that in this town, as you swim past, there's noticeable graffiti all over the place. There are 3 symbols, and it looks like one symbol is the combination of 2 of those symbols plus another one. You see the devils, which is just a simple triangle with horns that stick out from the 2, like the top tips. And then a marauder, which is just a fist with just a simple. These almost look like stencils, as you can just see like a small outline of the fist. And then I would say with that combination, you would see a devil with a fist sitting above it, encircled by a like dotted line, and that is the cutthroat part. But
So I see their symbol all over the place.
yeah, so there's the devils, marauders, and cutthroats. There's the devils, and then there's the marauders.
Got it. Is there any like pattern to it? Do I notice that there's
no,
like
it's just all over. It's
just all over the place?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just graffiti that's just like built up over time.
Okay, I'm gonna say we should likely tread lightly here.
Yeah. Etrian, you were looking for the
Whatever looks like the hottest downtown spot, like the most where the powerful underground would be hanging out, if there is that in this town.
Okay, you remember that there was that play. There was the where you went and met Chanticleer at throwing down the gauntlet. Which one was that? You had to go to the Dark Bellows, which is still very much like a thing, and it looks like it's like you don't see it in the immediate area, but you know that it exists like if you go further left down, if you were going towards Tika.
Does everybody want to go check out the Dark Bellows, or would that be too up front?
I'll follow.
I mean, that's probably if that's where we found him before. My guess would be he'd go back there.
We just want to go in there and kill him, or what is our? Or are we just gonna try to find him and figure out where he holes up at night?
Well, I'm
Let's just
wondering
try
if
to get
there
in
should
there.
be more of a plan, but honestly, I'm up for just killing.
Did we do the light thing? I'm down for the light.
So
thing.
that's what I'm saying. If we can figure out where where they hang out, like where they crash, then we can I can cast daylight a bunch of times all around it, and then
I can dawn it up, baby.
yeah.
If he is here, I would prefer to avoid the collateral damage of unsuspecting.
Right.
I'm saying we find out
Secondary
where
parties.
he goes in the evening, like at night. He might have a different hangout, or
So we should not just stroll in.
unless you guys want to, I'm down for whatever.
I believe a recon is a
Useful tool.
useful tool.
All right.
All right, so you guys are just gonna head in and play it by ear. I was gonna say
Sneakily.
Stealthily.
stealthily. I was gonna say Magmore, with your 21, you would have also seen at least 2 shops, like shop fronts, that look like sort of in the ballpark of what you'd be looking for. Like basically kind of like it looked like it was a place that sold like knickknacks and like handcrafted items.
I'm definitely going to both of these places if I don't find it in the first place.
Okay, so armed with those 2 things, which one are you doing first? Are you doing the Dark Bellows or are you going to the shops?
I want to. I want to look at the shops.
Did you just say loot the shops or?
Look at the shops.
I was just asking. I was like,
No, God, no.
I didn't know if you guys were going full rampage mode in this.
No. I want to look at the shops before we
Okay.
Just
All right,
so.
so the first one that you go to, there is no name for it. It just looks like it's a small little like two-door opening. You can see that there are little like it extends probably 30 feet back with 20 feet wide. And it looks like there's a tiny storefront that maybe goes 10 feet inside of like the drying protection barrier.
Okay.
So as we walk up, you guys are gonna notice me rummaging around in my bag of holding, and I pull out what looks like a miniature version of 13.
Okay.
It's basically a tiny little homunculus. It's probably 6 inches long. Looks like a
Right.
tiny little shark with legs.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of like let it go, and he's gonna swim ahead of us and sort of like dart into like alleyways and do some searching.
Okay, cool, awesome. You just zoom, takes off and zips around like around the right side of the building and disappears from view. But he's gonna go scout out. What are you having him do specifically if he finds something?
So I can see what he sees. Let me rephrase. It when I want if he sees like an actual living being with the DMC symbology, he's gonna tell me.
Okay, you got it. It won't be right away, but
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I wouldn't expect
roll
it.
roll me a perception check for him right now, and then I'll let you know when he comes back.
I gotta see if passive perception.
I have a cleric question.
Yes.
So it uses mine. Okay.
As a cleric, am I able to make holy water if I like bless it?
Nice.
Yeah, I would say that over a long rest, you could less holy water, but
Okay.
it would probably take it's probably like a 30-minute ritual, but you'd be able to if you got a like sufficiently quality bowl.
Yeah,
to
so is that what a font is?
maybe.
I don't know. It's just so it's either it's specifically crystal ball, silver mirror,
Yeah,
or
font of water is like it's a vessel, so it's like a bowl.
okay.
So yeah, you could get one of those.
Okay.
So nat 20, 33.
Well,
Yeah, don't worry, he'll come back. But it'll be over
Yeah,
the
yeah,
project.
I get it.
So
I can. Do I have? Would we have clothes that would blend in with like what people wear down here?
we're not blue.
so yeah, you're not the race.
I
Yeah.
can fix that. I just need to know about the clothes.
I mean, I'm blue. I'm
I'm
just
not
not
blue.
the race.
I can cast shape change at will, so I can change what I look like. Even
Okay.
changing race, but I don't take on all of their stuff, but I can change the race.
I mean, you can pick up what their clothing is like. It's minimalistic, but a lot of people have either varying levels of exosuits that they kind of like wear during the day.
Would ours kind of blend like stand out because we're wearing the racing suits from the
Yours are of a nicer quality, and they all match with a similar red stripe. So that's, I mean, the only kind of telltale sign that you're different.
I mean, I'm assuming we would have changed out of our racing gear, but that's just.
We don't have any other exosuits, and well, I was hiding my identity.
Oh, right. I remember now. Yep.
But you're blue. You can get away with it if you don't get too close to people.
Yeah, if I have my helmet on, I think I'll be fine.
Can we find a different style exosuit so I wouldn't be recognizable at all as part of Phantasm there and all their
If
like
I paint the red stripe.
I think that on the way there, we likely would have modified our suits to not be quite so conspicuous.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I can go check out the bar and just kind of hang out and see if I hear anything or see him in there.
But so we're gonna go do the store first, and then we're gonna go to the bar.
Yeah. If everybody's cool with that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are at like maybe like approaching 15 feet of this storefront. It looks like it has a whole bunch of like I'd say knick-knacky and handmade is what I used before. As you get closer, Magmore, with your perception check, I will carry it over. You do notice that there are two small crystal balls that are on this little like wooden coral shelf, along with like a little like dried toad and a little tiny vial, along with like some handcrafted jewelry. So as you like, it looks like there's like a small little like witch section, and on that there are two small crystal balls. And as you like look around, there is also like I would say like even a little tiny like molded clay pot
Okay.
that you could. I mean, it's really nice in like then how well crafted it is, but it could also probably be used. It doesn't say it's a money thing.
It has to be 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay, yeah, sorry. If it's 1,000 gold for either,
For it, it's a focus worth at least anything I
Okay,
buy has to be
okay.
1,000 gold.
so all right, the bowl's not gonna be that expensive, but
Right.
I'll say that the largest crystal ball there would be 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay, sick.
But as you approach, you see that there is a female sea elf who is wearing sort of a castaway type like side top that like only ends like right below her rib cage. There is a huge, almost like rope that's been twisted and knotted, full of these different fabrics that sit on her hip. She's obviously not wearing an exosuit, and she crawls over a daybed that's kind of loosely covered with this red cover, and as she slides over into like the small area that is her like saleswoman storefront, she goes, "Now what can I do for you?
Hey, I'm looking to buy this crystal ball here.
Are you showing your face?"
Absolutely not.
Okay. Could you maybe take off the helmet? It's hard to hear you.
It's so this
Not
helmet is stuck on my head. I can't get it.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Where is that? Oh, fuck.
Oh, let's see if she rolls a 1. Nope. So you're just ugly then, huh?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
Well, what can Jezebel do for the ugly short one?
Can I buy that crystal ball over there?
The ugly short one has money.
I've got some. I've got enough.
Reaches over and picks it up off of its stand is a coil of like repeating snake bodies that it just kind of sits on with like a little velvet ring on top. And she picks it up. It is if this is above a 10, it's gonna have a little orange twinge to it.
That's oh,
This thing looks like it's basically contains a fire with a 19. There are little flecks of like orange and red and yellow that like if it's when she spins it, you can just pick it up. So it's not always, but it just gives off this little sort of like mesmerizing twinkle. And it reminds you of fire. She goes, "This is 1,000 gold pieces.
yeah. Can I
Or a useful trade."
trade? I don't have anything. I have gold. About 1,000. That's it. Hmm.
There's no way you could sweeten it for me. She just
Well,
sits
I don't
there.
know what is it you're looking for?
And no imagination either. 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay,
She holds out her hand.
and I give her the 1,000. And now I have no money left.
She recoils and then slowly looks it over just a little bit and then puts it away inside some like you can hear it clink in some chest. So is that all I can be doing for you?
You know,
Why do none of you show your faces?
one of the
Finn-
blue people.
Finn doesn't have his
Oh,
helmet
Finn.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have somebody that's polite that can.
Where?
You
I
really
look
don't
like
want to
a
see them.
CL right
I
I mean,
now.
I can open up my faceplate, but I'm not going to take off my helmet to show that I don't have the ears.
As you quickly just kind of like open up your faceplate, and she looks and goes, "Oh,
You see what I
Example.
mean? You see what I mean? That's why I'm trying to help you. Right.
If you
Let's
could see
just
his
say that
face, it
this
would
is
scare
not
off
the only
customers.
injury.
So I mean, like, who's really being rude here?
He's
My-
badly
my
disfigured.
apologies. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
You wouldn't happen to have any diamonds or what was the other component?
Diamonds. No,
Salves.
What do you
it's gonna have to be a natural 20. Yeah, I don't have any of that.
What
You
was the
said
other one?
sal?
There is
You
the
said
For
Etrian's components.
hold on, let me look it up. It's like
the oils.
oils and unguents.
She would have oils.
Should you have like 1,000 gold pieces worth of oils?
I mean,
Rare oils and unguents.
now here's the large question. If she says that it's 1,000 gold pieces of oil, does it actually matter?
Does
It
it
just
count?
says rare oils and I don't know how to say this for some stuff worth at least 1,000 GP. So as long as we paid that for it, that should be it.
No,
Damn.
This doesn't
Does
have
not
them either. Okay.
he has little small vials of different oils that look like there are different pieces of like plant life that have been preserved in them, but nothing that looks like it'd be 1,000 gold pieces.
If we just give her 1,000 gold pieces for it, would it work?
No,
It's
would have gotten swindled.
Loophole.
wallet.
No,
Yeah.
Finn just looks at those like quickly and he's like, I thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Likewise. Have a lovely day.
You too.
So you guys can leave her little storefront with a little jingle, kind of running into the beads that are kind of haphazardly hanging along the front. But you guys find yourselves back into the cold waters of Noto. Crystal ball, now in hand, comes with the little snake ring.
Sick.
I'd hope so for 1,000.
Yeah.
The least they could do.
I just want to wear it.
So now what? Heading to the deep bellows.
You guys want to check out the bar?
Well, how long does it take to do the thing, Magmar?
It takes me 10 minutes and I can do it for 10 minutes. So like if we check out this bar real quick, see what we can see, and then or if you guys are so if you all want to go to the bar and like leave me with someone and then I can start scrying while y'all go into the bar. I mean, I don't have to be far away. I just don't have to go inside the bar and scry in the middle of the bar. Like I can be in the back alley.
Real
Let's
quick.
do this. We're at 8 o'clock. Let's take a break.
Okay.
And we will come back with our decision on how we will proceed.
Sick.
All right, cool.
All right. And
And we are back. Thank you everybody for sticking with us. We are just out. Well, we are in the streets of Noto, and they are currently trying to figure out if they want to scry first or if they want to go scout the bar. And so they've decided that they can do both, thanks to the fact that Nocton has about 1,000 gizmos.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll pick up with the easy part first. So Nocton, are you trying to roll him in stealthily? Because here's the thing. Once he it crosses into like a water barrier, so he'll then be in like open air. Can he like fly and stuff?
He's got little legs.
Okay, so he can't fly. He
He'll
can
skitter.
swim. Okay.
He'll swim and skitter.
Okay, so I'll say roll stealth to not get like somebody freaked out and then get stepped on.
Well, it would be 18, but it doesn't
It's
matter.
for
yeah.
your homunculus.
Oh,
isn't it?
right. I don't actually have a character. Oh, I can add one. I forgot. Haha. Give me 1 second. On how do you spell homunculus? Homunculus. There we go.
Oh,
Ah, God. Sorry. I should
It's
have done
fine.
this over the break.
yeah, God. Come on, Artificer.
How do I just? Okay, well, my roll 20 crashed. God.
It's all right. What's the plus?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. He is a +2.
Oh, so it's the same. Just it's -1. Actually, right?
So 13.
Yeah. Third. Well, let's just be real here. Wow, nobody is looking down today for something. So you are able to have 14.
Yep.
14.
Oh,
Start
no, sorry. This is my I'm gonna call him Sharky.
homunculus. Okay, so this is Sharky. So Sharky starts weaving his way through all of the feet and legs, making sure to get a good look at every person. No Chanticleer.
Great.
But you're able to barely narrowly escape. Some guy caught like the very small tail fin of him as he was leaving the bar and like thought he saw something. It was like, hey man, look, and it was, and as he comes back and swims away, you can actually see that there's two individuals that come up to like the water barrier, and it looks like they're looking it up and down, like, and then having a conversation and leave. You, Macmore.
Yeah.
What does it look like as you create? I'm assuming you guys are going into one of the abandoned hovels.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
So as you get nice and cozy and start to gaze into your brand new orb, your brand new crystal ball, it is a wisdom save.
Yes, 18. Yes.
He fails. You watch all the little flecks start to move and swirl. A nice, like, deep red mirror appears. And slowly in the middle, it just shimmers to clear. And as it shimmers, it starts to focus and cut through a fog. And what time of the day is it? We had that 5-hour trip. It's about lunchtime. Oh, let's do this. You find Chanticleer sitting at the head or the foot. It's hard to tell. What's the radius on it?
It doesn't give me one. I can just, if I know.
What's the viewing
Oh,
rate?
The spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of my target.
Okay, so you can't pick. Okay, cool. So he's sitting there at the head or the end. Sorry, I should have said that. Of a very very fancy wood, like wood and marble table.
Okay.
He has a gold plate sitting in front of him with a gold fork and a gold knife. There is a bunch of seafood that looks like it's been prepared and cut up onto his plate. It's half eaten. There are like 2 or 3 glasses that are empty sitting next to a full glass of wine, along with, a little, maybe like a little decorative clamshell with like a pearl that's like open in front, that he has like thrown a utensil on to hold. And how long does it last?
I can do it for 10 minutes.
Okay, so for 10 minutes, where to start? He's munching away on the food, and you hear come from like echo from like just outside the range of your vision. So you're saying that you just narrowly escaped, but you lost all of your men. And he's, well, I mean, yeah, Pop. And this is completely different voice. Look, I had to sacrifice some idiots to make sure that the tech didn't get stolen, right? Look, and like, I mean, what's a few pawns? Isn't that what you always say? You hear a chuckle. I did. But you know what you have to do, right? Yeah, I know. Just, I mean, can I have, do you think I can get into the warehouse again and maybe get some modifications put in? After hours, maybe. I'll leave one of the garages open and you can come in to do some of this. But you must promise that you won't be stupid about it. If I even, if one of my workers even hears that something going on, some trip happening, something out of place, well, you know what the stakes are. And for this second, you see him like tug at his. He's still wearing his exosuit. That's probably something I should have said. Like, he
Okay.
tugs at the metal ring that goes around his neck. He goes, "Yeah, I know, Pops. Well, I promise." And look, I'm sorry that we lost I lost the whole thing, but I didn't. Where did these guys come from? I didn't expect them. I swear, they're not from around here. I swear to God, I don't know what they are. Either I don't. Look, I'll get some guys together and I'll find out. You better.
Can I talk to him?
I don't think you can.
No.
No, I think he was seeing.
Damn it.
That's all you get.
That's okay. Sick. So he's going to be at some warehouse late night somewhere. Do we know who his father is?
You don't know.
Would Angie?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows? Okay.
And we would assume it's one of the 2 warehouses here that he's coming to.
Well, listen.
You don't know.
Listen, he said father. Wherever he was, it is the fanciest place I personally have ever seen in my life.
It looked like the interior of like a 10-star dining room.
Yeah, he was literally eating on gold things. So wherever he is doing all
I'm not
right.
here.
It's not here, not even close. So we're gonna need to find somewhere fancy. and I don't know anything about this place.
So
Any ideas, folks?
do we
Head
know what
back
those
to the ship.
factories that you were talking about do?
They are for vehicle production. So equate them to like a Mitsubishi factory, a Honda factory, a like what else you could say anything like a Chrysler.
So he's gonna be at one of these warehouses.
Yeah, so they would be able to do
So
upgrades
There are-
and stuff there.
And they're stuck in the wall of the main city, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of stick into the slums and into the city.
Finn, roll a history check to see if you remember that. Yes
Okay.
or no.
Gotta figure out how the stats. Let's see. He's not great at history.
You went through the junkyard too, so yeah, this is gonna be pretty high.
Well, modifier of 0. Straight up
You
down.
do not know.
yeah,
Whatever.
You could assume, but
Yeah.
you have no idea. You don't remember seeing anything.
It's fine.
Can we go back to the boat and check with Phantasma?
Sure. You want to.
Right, you guys want to see where she might know where to go with that.
Yeah, and I mean, if he said night, then to be honest, our best bet is probably to like wait until then, and then.
yeah, because it's definitely gonna be after hours. Because I don't know, this is really funny. He seems like a real bitch when his father's around. I'm gonna bring it up next time I see him.
He was, I mean, it makes sense. He's a real bitch when we were around.
yeah.
All right. So you guys are headed back to the Red Rocket.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, ensuring no one's trailing us.
Yeah. Let's.
Okay, roll perception check, please.
Ah,
Would my
goddammit.
passive, can I use my passive perception?
Yeah.
It's a 20.
I mean,
I mean, mine's too.
mine's a
Technically.
23,
So even better.
19 with active perception, 23 passive. So
God.
I'll use the 26 instead.
Yeah, the fuck, guys.
You
Also, you're not being followed.
Perfect. Thanks. One can never be too careful.
All right. As you guys can put Noto a little distance behind you, you can find where you left the Red Rocket. And as you get on board, it looks like Phantasma is meditating at the rear of it, while Heavy Neck is currently just playing some mindless riffs on like a little ukulele that he found, or that I'd say he keeps on his person in his bag.
Does
but
it look
he's-
like a really big guitar?
No, it's like a tiny one.
Or is it,
Like,
it's to scale for
it's
him?
basically like a novelty like
It's
ukulele
like a little
that he,
kid's
like,
ukulele.
yeah, exactly. That he just like it's made out of wood, but it sounds kind of nice. But he's just like humming along as you guys. Oh, you're back. Hey, finally some conversation. Meaning no offense, Phantasma. It just
Has she been like this the whole time?
she doesn't talk. But literally, she did this right after you left.
Ah, man, I'm so
I
sorry.
get it. So Chanticleer's not in town.
She shakes out her hair as she, stands up. Sorry, say that again.
Hey, so tell me if this is interesting to you. So I scried on him, and he was with his father.
Oh, and who's his father?
I couldn't see his face, but where could we find somewhere that literally looks like a 5-star hotel? He was literally eating on gold with gold silverware, and it was some
Wow.
of the best food I've ever seen.
Well, he's definitely not out
It's not here.
He's
No.
inside the bubble. I would probably guess that if he's wealthy, he is definitely going to be in the inner rings, but where?
They also said
And
something.
he likes cars, so
He said that he asked his father for permission to go to a warehouse after hours to do some modifications on his car.
Yeah, can we figure out if he goes to a warehouse around here?
warehouse? Well, Do you know what warehouse that he was? Do you know what company it was for?
I do not. He just said the warehouse. And I would assume it's a wealthy one.
Who is the most prominent
Yeah, who are some of the most wealthy?
under vehicle or underwater vehicle creator in this in these
Okay,
parts?
well, I know that. Sorry, Angie's going to kill me, but I'm probably not going to remember this properly. But I know that there's 5 of them. But I know there's one that's like super fancy that does only on the inside. That's the ones that do the light racing. There's one that starts with a C. There's the Traco. There's Frito and Tacos.
Sounds like we should
No, sorry,
consult with
Tacos.
Angie.
I don't know. There's so many. Yeah, that's up Angie's. Like,
It seems that we should ask Angie, as I'm guessing that whichever manufacturer makes some of the most high-end and effective upgrades in general to
Yeah, 'cause-
performance is likely the one.
Yeah, his car is high tech as all hell. So how about what are the best ones in the area?
that is going to be. I mean, at least I told you the inner ring is going to be where we need to go.
I have been in his ship. If Angie can describe proprietary systems to me, I can likely discover which is the maker.
Ooh, that's clever.
Ooh, that makes me think.
Catalog?
I do have an old friend that might still be a thing in the bubble. I have not talked to her in quite some time, but I believe she's an engineer.
Is there a reason we cannot ask Angie?
Well, I don't know if Angie's going to. I mean, she's only been on the outside, but yeah, we can go ask Angie. So it's gonna be another like 5-hour trip to go back.
As
And
you
then-
say, time is of the essence.
Right.
Get
Yeah.
to
Okay,
tonight.
so how far away is this friend of yours?
Oh, you just be in the city. God, I'd have to ask around, but I'm sure I could find out where she's supposed to be, if she still is around.
But nothing before tonight. Like, would you be able to find out before?
I mean, if we hurry, we could go, but we'd have to.
Well, do you
Yeah,
remember
maybe-
if there's any that are on this side of the city? Like near
Sorry,
Noto, or
any what?
are any of the car manufacturers near Noto or Atello?
Well,
Atalo?
there's 2 here. There's 2 here, and then there's 2 up in Tika. No, sorry, there's 2 up in 4A.
So it's like opposite ends of the city. So it's probably,
Yeah.
if his like stomping grounds here, you think it, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he don't want to be as far away as possible.
We can ask around a little.
I think you're reasoning that having his gang as little association to his family's company as possible might be wise. So I believe that the further option may be a worthwhile guess.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Does anybody else have any thoughts?
I don't have any idea.
I could go either way. It's like, do you want him close so you can keep an eye on him, or do you want him farther away so that there's no, like,
I want to murk him. That's what I want to do.
We need to
Magmore,
find
did
him.
it seem that did it seem that he was working on his father's behest, or that he
It seems like he's working for his father, yes.
Or enslaved.
Or like he is like his father is in charge.
interesting?
Was he wearing like a shock, like a collar?
No, he grabbed onto the collar of his ex. He literally was treating this man like a 7-year-old child, and he was just taking it. It was wild.
Did he still have his accent?
He was very timid. No.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Chanticleer is a sea elf, yes?
Yes.
Understood. There were no reflections or any indications in your scrying session that would have indicated any unusual features of his father, I'm assuming?
No, I didn't catch anything with his
Hmm.
father really. Just his
Hmm.
voice.
I have a thought, but I do not have enough information to.
Well, like if I was scryed into a crystal ball, we were all in there, so y'all would have just known, right? Or is it still
Oh,
specific?
You're the only one that picks up the audio. Like they
Okay.
could see flashes of imagery
Okay.
like inside of it, but you like
I'm
fucking
specific.
third eye bullshit where
Okay.
you were in your own head seeing.
Okay, cool. I wasn't
Okay, so
sure.
I wouldn't have been able to like actively look around or anything while he was
No.
scrying. Got it. Okay. I have a thought, but until we have more information, I must keep it to myself,
Okay.
as it will only muddy the waters of this discussion.
And as long as he doesn't realize I'm doing it and not save, I can just keep on doing this. And it's only on 24 cooldown when he succeeds.
Does anyone know the sending spell?
I do.
Start
Well, I have
messing.
I have sending stones.
No, it's different. Setting stones only go their walkie talkies.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Who has the other one? Do we remember?
Wait, doesn't Etrian have sending?
I mean,
Do I?
Actually, Angie might have it
I don't have sending.
because
Animal messenger. Send a shark with it.
when we were doing the races, I honestly don't remember.
That was
I I
message, if anything.
I think I gave Angie a sending stone when we were doing the races specifically because we were going to be apart, but I honestly
I don't remember that at all.
don't remember. It also may have been some other like when we were separated thing.
Yeah. I didn't actually make Angie as the character. I don't think.
Are there vehicles like out and about?
Around you guys, I'd say maybe there'd be one like escape cycler that would be like
Okay,
leaned up in the back.
So I'm gonna say, let's go to a slightly wealthier section of the dome, and we can likely ascertain which vehicle manufacturer is the most wealthy.
Yes, I agree with that. Is the thing we're driving around in, isn't this stolen from him?
No,
The
No,
red one was
it's-
ours.
the red
Yeah.
one's
the
ours.
red
Oh, we
one
probably
is.
should have taken his though. Does it have a GPS? Can we just put home in?
Yeah.
Did you guys could you guys make out where he went? Like were you able to pick up his trail at all?
No.
No,
I mean, we saw what direction he went, but that was it.
Oh,
He bounced off a bunch of buildings. No, that was on the way in.
no, that was when you came in.
Yeah, because when we went to go look out for him, it was just dark, so we didn't really.
I mean,
Although,
somebody had. Go ahead.
could I possibly? You're gonna have to make me roll something for this, but could I possibly triangulate the direction they came from based on the damage I saw when we were
They entered as if they
rescuing?
were coming from, and I'll let everybody roll history checks just to see who can rub it in whose faces. And I remember it. Agmar, yes. Etrian,
No.
Sheila,
Well, Etrian was high, so
Yeah.
yeah. So
I was
Etrian
going wild.
has no idea, but like Nocton, you would have remembered that it looked like it was coming straight from their headquarter town, which was Atoli. That was where the DMC were technically located out of.
okay. Would it be a problem to simply ask what the fanciest car manufacturer is?
Oh, the fanciest would I mean, yeah, you could let's see.
Just ask someone.
Like top 2 or 3.
It would the top okay, so it would go So by this time, as you guys are able to get, well, no, it's like 5 hours. Uh, I'll make Phantasma.
So if it's
roll.
been 5 hours, why didn't we just go back and ask Angie?
Well,
Well,
no,
that's
no,
what I'm
no.
saying. You're on your way back to Angie. That's what
No,
I'm
I
saying.
thought we had. I
No,
thought we
yeah, I
had
thought
decided
we
where
were
we were
waiting
going
to do that.
Still disgusting.
because
We were
we were
discussing what we
thinking of
wanted to
going
do.
into the city.
Okay, yeah, but the Baroness does not remember what the most.
No, no,
expensive-
I mean literally just like ask a random passerby.
Yeah, you could.
Go back into the town and be like, you.
Yeah, just you could go ask. I mean, you met Jezebel, the Trinket Queen.
Yeah, I'm sure she
True.
wants to see us again.
I think that we could also probably observe. How about this? I believe that we should go to where there is a large concentration of these underwater vehicles, and I can ascertain which is most similar to Chanticleer's.
Just
Okay.
go drive
Okay.
around the city.
You have to take a little bit of a cruise around the inner bubble to do that.
Do
Would
we think
You're-
that that is dangerous
It's a little risky.
if we do not show our faces?
Oh no, probably not.
I mean,
If
we'd
we
be
don't
in
show our
the
faces.
Freightliner, right? Would it be weird to be driving one of these fucking is this like a tractor trailer driving around?
Well, we're probably going to have to check it to get in. So they're gonna have to come on board and like see it.
Then we can simply park it outside and go back into the city wherever we think we could find these vehicles. But I am confident I could ascertain.
Okay. Well, we should get back to Angie, and then Angie could probably give us the best course of action to do that.
All right.
All right. So we fast track it.
How
We
much
get
time?
to. Go
Okay.
ahead.
If we're back at Angie's, I'm gonna the second we get back there, like before we even get out of the car, I want to try and scry on him again to see where he is. If it's checked.
Just keep going.
I'll say that you can get oh, this will be fun. You can get it right at the very end where like you can just start making out the Tika crystal that glows right above the town. Roll it's a wisdom save. Not this part.
Oh,
Natural 20.
womp womp.
No,
Yeah.
you're good.
Look good. All right. So your spell comes and goes and nothing happens, unfortunately. So as you guys approach, you guys can park the trailer right into the bottom layer's already been fixed. The hole has been patched up with sort of plates that look like they've been like inserted then expanded and then expanded in another level into just like nice custom fit. It's still a mess on the inside, but at least you know there's like a good amount of riptide guys who are like still kind of like cleaning up, trying to make heads or tails on if some of these machines are even usable. They, as you guys get in and finally get out of the vehicle, you just hear you arrive to like a hey. Angie will come down they've had to make a ladder because the lift is completely demolished by Phantasma and Etrian. But
I mean, for a good cause.
yeah, it was not a good. Yeah, it's true. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's good to see you guys. Angie comes and greets you all with a big hug. So, good news. You figured out where he was. You figured out where he's hiding.
Kinda.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Not
Perhaps?
really, no.
Would you be able to tell us who the most advanced vehicle modification manufacturer and or most wealthy would be?
The before you can even get it out of like you could finish the sentence. She goes, Foos. FOS.
How unlikely would it be, or how surprised might you be if we were to suggest that Chanticleer might be the heir to the
One of the more predominant car places here.
her mind goes completely inside herself. I'd say that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. But why is
So
ring
so
or
I
saying
scried on him and heard him talking to his father. Didn't see his
Oh.
face, but wherever the hell he was a literal 5-star hotel. He was eating on gold. Best food I've ever seen. And he acts like a little bitch around his father.
he acts like a little bitch when he's around everybody else? He
Oh
just
no,
thinks
That's what I said.
oh,
yeah,
like,
he is. He just doesn't think he is.
no, like you should
What do you
see.
mean? Like he's
Like
Like
as
a whipped
like
dog.
he like a dog that has been beaten.
wow. Well, again, I guess there's a lot of not surprises because this. Okay. Well, I would say you have kind of two options there, Nocton. There's Foos, which is like they do the like um they're faster than the like even Crystal.
What about
They go like an unheard of like 1,500 feet per round.
what about
Something
known for
to that
tech?
effect. What?
What about known for tech? Because that bracelet is high tech.
Known for tech. All right, let's see what you got.
Well, let's call it even dark market tech that they might not openly advertise that they make or are researching.
Okay, I don't have an exact. I mean, they all have like their own little research wings, and there's smooth,
Skunkworks, of course, yes.
and then there's obviously all that stuff. But for advanced stuff, I have one of, and she looks over at Phantasma, one of our old friends. Did you remember her? And Phantasma's like, yes, I remember her. She's still around. Goes, oh, that's good. Um, how is she? She goes, I don't fucking know. I haven't talked to her since you left. But I'm sure we could find her.
We had a
But
throuple going on or something.
well, no, so she was one of the friends, and when me and Phantasma said like fuck the bubble, like she kind of got offended because she like takes pride. I don't know why she takes pride in it, but she's worked up in the guilds, but she works in research and development. So she works in high tech stuff. So if anything, she's the person to go talk to because she would probably be able to point you in that direction.
Okay.
And you can get there like I mean by tonight.
Let's go. Because so he's also didn't I forgot to tell you this. He asked his father's permission to go work on his car late tonight. He didn't specify, he just said the warehouse.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So he's gonna be somewhere late tonight working on his car.
You
We
think we
just
can
need
get
to
volunteers to stake out a bunch of them?
You could. I don't. I mean, yeah, we could get the Riptide in there.
I'm sure they might want revenge.
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah.
do we want to cause anarchy in the bubble? Do we want to do that to another city?
Angie starts to put like her eyes starts to rapidly start to put things together, and she's well, the warehouse. You
Yeah.
said. And it's nice, right?
Nicest stuff I've ever seen.
Where he
They were
was really
super
nice.
wealthy.
And like to be down here, what the heck?
I mean, I think we should rule out Foos because Foos wouldn't have a warehouse. They'd probably have a facility.
That's true.
And that thing's guarded 24 fucking 7. There's no way you can in or out.
Okay.
That place is crazy. I've been there a couple times for a couple races. But it's either Chrysos or Traco. Or it could be no. I think we rule out Tassi. Where would you want to go that's out of the way? And not where you just were. Shit. What are the ones that are in the She's literally just babbling to herself. So you guys can like start having like you guys can talk.
Which ones are the ones near Vor? For like, which ones are on the upper?
Oh my god, it's the Chrysos factory in Vore. Chrysos is like the
That's what I
most
was gonna say.
expensive. It's the most expensive thing.
Does
So
does their stuff look like his car at all? You think?
fuck, what does he drive?
Do you happen to have a catalog laying around, Angie?
Oh yeah.
There's some over there on the workbench.
I'm just gonna go flip through the catalogs and I'll roll a history check. How's a 20 for knowing what looks similar to some of the tech that was in Chanticleer's ship?
Okay, hold on. As what'd you get?
20,
20? Okay.
dirty 20.
No, I went past it. I think Crystal was the fucking. Hold on, sorry. I have so many notes and it's not great.
All good.
He was driving. Hold on. I thought I wrote it down. So I didn't write it down, unfortunately. Unless I. No, what the fuck? Um. Oh, here it is. What did Angie get? 17. There's in town. There's a Tennessee. He was driving a streamlined proto Rift Ripper, quad overcoils with coolant injectors and overcharged reservoir system. So he was driving a proto. So there's a proto factory, there's a proto factory in Noto in the southern town you guys just came from.
Do we want to check that out?
So I mean, but like Proto's just like that. That was just a good model. Like it's a great start like bones for like that vehicle. So he could have just been smart and picked the right one. But it's not a bad place to start. There's the Proto and Traco. So
Do we have time to go and check it out, and we can maybe ask around, see if he's been seen there before?
you could go. I mean, if you did another 5-hour trip, it would get there around dinner time.
which is so we wouldn't have much time after that.
I mean, it's up to you on what like how quickly he would be in the garage, but yeah,
Yeah.
you'd get there around. Let's call it like 8.
Do we
Can we
want
still can we go check out that one and have everybody else kind of stake up the rest of them, or a couple other higher like better
Yeah,
choices?
we could take a bunch of like guys and we could stake out both factories, and if he comes, we'll see him.
Right.
Yeah, and then we can at least like try to catch up with them.
Yeah, and there's
And
gotta be there's
I'm
gotta
gonna
be
hand
someone
some sending stones to.
to Angie.
Yeah,
Okay, nice. So she
please
now has
give these to your minions.
Yeah.
to your minions?
Are you keeping
Hey.
one so we can
Yeah,
communicate with them?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
All right, cool. So we'll be in contact. I'll be here still. I've almost got this Leviathan thing up and running, but it we might be one part short shy. But either way, we'll be able to figure it out. So I'm gonna stay here while you guys go figure this out, okay? Because I'm just gonna get in the way.
Understood.
If you need anything, now you can call me.
All right.
All right. So you guys want to basically just pack the car in with like 3 or 4 more. Actually, let's call it like a squad of 6 jump in with you. And they can all, I mean, these guys are all, you recognize them all from like the party from the night before. And like these are all, I mean, you guys can all give them names if you want. I don't have names for all of them, but they can all pile to the back. It looks like they brought like 2 little like wooden board games that with all pegs, and it looks like they're gonna like start playing back and forth while they pass the time. But for you guys, you have another 5. Yeah, it's like mini downtime. What do you guys do with mini downtime? With another 5-hour road trip.
So before we leave, we're certain it's Noto. We don't think it's
Well,
4.
he was driving. He was driving a Proto, and Proto has a factory in Noda.
But Proto's
That's
not a high end like.
it's not.
Now, when I was looking through the catalogs, did I notice any similarities
Any
between?
any like in the parts?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was mostly the Traco. You found the Traco Rift Ripper, but it looks like he kept like the main body, and it looks like he gutted like the 2 like steering engines, and then he completely dropped a new engine in the back of it. The engine you don't recognize. They have pictures of like crate engines that you could get, like make your own, and none of it like you don't recognize any like cylinder patterns.
no
Nothing.
cockpit components, no nothing like that.
What you do notice is that it looks like he stole parts from and what'd you get?
I got a 20.
A 20. He stole parts from a Chrysos and a Tassi.
And a Tossie? It's just
Yeah.
like 2 different.
So
Oh,
there's
okay. So like
Tossi
basically,
parts.
I don't
So
know.
it looks like he's got it's mainly Traco with a little bit of Tassi and then like a few Chrysos parts.
So like, there's no indication as to what like the core special technologies in his ship are
No,
from.
like none of it even looks like it's on that in that catalog. Like we're talking state of the art sort of bullshit.
I believe that her gut reaction of Chrysos being the sort of pricey one may be the way we should go.
It is the most expensive.
Because that means we go to Vor. If we're thinking Proto, we go to Noto, which is literally this.
Should
Yeah,
we?
complete opposite ends. Like, how far apart are they travel wise?
As we have already been to
Hold
Vor, I think we
on,
should
let me
send
let
the.
me pull you guys back out to the map and you can measure how far away it is because it's to scale.
I think we should just send the other group to where we've already been.
Okay, so to Noto. So you want to send like the Rift Rippers to Noto, and then you guys go to Vor.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's my vote.
is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, and if the B squad sees them, they just follow at a distance and let us know. Maybe try to follow them back to wherever they, wherever they go, call home.
28 miles. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite large. All right, so you're gonna send one group south, and then you guys gonna go north.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so the small band of Rift Rippers are like a little disappointed because the guy was really looking forward to kicking the other guy's ass in that game. But they'll all hop on to like they'll have one cruiser that was that green one you saw before. And then the rest of them are going to get on cyclers, and it looks like they pack up enough weapons for defense and a siege, so they're fully stocked. Um, even like got like some looks like some new grenade things strapped to their legs that look oddly similar to the ones that the Chanticleer's men were using against you, but they take off, leave a smoke trails of bubbles behind them. Uh, you guys in the Red Rocket can pile in. Now it's 9 o'clock. Do we want to cut it here and then we can pick up next week with like a new crew going to see what is going to go down on Moray or more?
I vote that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, it's good.
Then
All right,
maybe Aaron
so-
will be back.
So thank you, guys, everyone, for sticking with us. We're actually ending at a reasonable time tonight, so
Gasp.
you guys can get home safely. Please come see us next week, and thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody.
Let me find the screen.